Good morning. Happy Thursday. Welcome to Total Body Strength. I almost said exercise with Exos. It is Thursday, just not the right time today. Today, we're just going to do a nice total body circuit. We're going to do 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, 3 times through. And then we do need 1 set of dumbbells. I would recommend 2, a lighter one and a heavier one. I kind of want to use a few different ones today if you have that. If not, 1 is a-okay. I actually only grabbed 1. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the demos here. So we're going to start off with some overhead presses here. So if we do have a heavier set of dumbbells than we normally do for overhead presses, I would really like us to have that. So we're going to have those hands right above the shoulders, pushing up, overhead, and back down. So going as heavy as we can here with these is going to be the goal here. So if we need to do a few, take a rest, definitely do that. And then after that, we're going to do some lateral raises, but we're also going to hold one arm as the other one does the work. So we're going to raise both the arms up and then one arm at a time come down, keep that hand outside of the leg, driving up with that elbow, keeping those hands slightly out in front. So that's going to be movement number 2. And then we're going to go ahead and do some Romanian deadlifts here. We're going to do 3 seconds down, 3 seconds up. So we're going to nice and slow down. So keeping that core tight, push the hips back, going down 3 seconds, stopping when our hips are done, and then pushing those heels through the ground nice and slow. So going slow on the way up is really going to help us engage a lot of muscles as well as on the way down. So that is that movement. And then we're going to go ahead and get on the ground. We're going to do some floor presses here. So we're going to be laying down on our backs. We're in that glute bridge position. We're going to hold actually at the top. So we're going to push those heels into the ground, keep those hips up. And then we're going to bring those hands overhead and back down. So exhaling as we push up, keeping that core engaged. We want our elbows to be 45-degree angles. So just like with push-ups, we'll start with those dumbbells here, end with them straight out in front, and then right back down. So that's what we're going to do then. And then after that, we're going to do more glute bridges here. And the way we're going to do this is we're going to do 1 leg up, 2 feet down. So what I mean by that here is we're going to have 1 foot up in the air. We're going to push through 1 heel and then plant that foot and back down, and then alternating here. So we have 1 leg on the way up, 2 legs on the way down. So it's going to be 1 up, 2 down. And then finally, we're going to end with some dead bugs, and we're going to go nice and slow here. So we're going to take 3 seconds as we extend out. So we're going to go down 1, 2, 3, exhale, come back up. So keeping that core engaged. And if you want to do the core assists, go ahead. If you want to do them where we're doing it, where we're moving the arm, I'm going to definitely leave that up to y'all today. But whatever feels good, whatever you're comfortable with, that's what I would like you to do. So that is going to be our full circuit today. So we're going to go ahead and get started with our warm up here. And we're going to start off, we're going to do both things on the hands and knees here. And we're going to start off with some quadruped rocks, and we're going to add our adductor stretch in here. So we're on those hands and knees. We're going to stick 1 foot out to the side, keep that pinky toe on the ground, keep that core engaged. We're going to inhale, rock back, exhale, coming forward, inhale, rock back, and exhale, coming forward, and last one, rocking back, and exhaling, coming forward. All right, and then after that last one, we're going to go ahead and switch sides. So taking the opposite knee straight out to the side, opposite foot straight out to the side, and then we're going to inhale, rock back, and exhale, coming forward, inhaling back, and exhaling forward. This is going to warm up our hips and our core. Going back and exhaling up. And we're going to do 1 more, coming back and exhaling forward. All right, after that last one, we can bring that knee back up underneath our hip. And then we're gonna do a couple of rotations here, warming up our spine, warming up our upper back. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the the right hand, we're gonna inhale, reach through in between the left arm, left leg. And we're gonna exhale, opening up towards the ceiling, gazing past our thumb. And inhale, reach through. Exhale, opening up. And last one, reaching through. And exhaling, opening up. Now we can go ahead and plant that hand back up underneath the shoulder. And then we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So left hand, inhale, reach through in between the right arm, right leg. And exhale, opening up towards the ceiling. And reaching through. And exhaling, opening up. And last one, reaching through. And exhaling, opening up. And then we can go ahead and plant that hand back up underneath the shoulder and return, or I don't know if we ever were standing, but we're gonna go ahead and get up. We're getting ready. We're starting with overhead presses. We're gonna do 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. I'm gonna get the timer going here. We're getting ready. 3, 2, 1, and go. So we got both our dumbbells here, starting right over those shoulders, straight above head and back down. It's really important here, keeping those elbows slightly in front of the shoulders here. Exhaling as we press up so that core is engaged. Heels are driving into the ground, so we're going to have that engage in the glutes a little bit. And then we also want to act like we have an orange here. We're going to squeeze that in between those shoulder blades so it brings those shoulders down, so that way we're not shrugging on the way up. So keeping those shoulders away from the ears. 3, 2, 1. All right, next up we have lateral raises. We're going to hold one arm while the other arm works. So we're getting ready here. 3, 2, 1. So we're starting out both arms at our sides, one arm coming down while the other stays up. So on exhale, bringing those arms back up. We're acting like we're breaking glass. So we act like we have a plane of glass going across, extending out from the shoulders. We want to break that glass with that elbow. So our pinky is up towards the ceiling. We're breaking that glass. That's going to help us feel that and get the engagement in the side of those shoulders, which if you ever look at someone, you're like, wow, they have really nice arms in the summertime. That's that side part of the shoulder popping out. So this will help kind of build that. 3, 2, 1, which is why I like training shoulders, because I've always loved that look. So that's why I love shoulders, if anyone was wondering. All right, we got 3 seconds down, 3 seconds up, Romanian deadlifts. 3, 2, 1. So we're butt to belly button, bringing that core together and down. So zip that core up, slight bend in the knees, pushing those hips back like we're closing a door with our butt. So if you want to pretend like the dumbbells are groceries, you're holding those groceries as you close that door with your butt because you have no hands. And we're going nice and slow, keeping those dumbbells as close to the legs as we can. I like to really just drag my fingertips down my legs so I can really push those hips back and really feel that in the glutes and the hamstrings. 3, 2, 1. All right, awesome job, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and get on the ground next. We're gonna do floor presses. So we have our dumbbells in our hands. We're gonna hold the glute bridge at the top. 3, 2, 1. So butt to belly button, keep that core tight, drive the heels into the ground. Elbows are at 45 degrees, pressing up, ending up with our hands directly above our shoulders. Exhale as we press the weight up. We're gonna feel this in our chest. So we're bringing the weights down, we're pushing them up. So I kind of want us to think of it kind of like we're making a J with those dumbbells a little bit, because that scoop is gonna help us feel it in our chest. Bringing those thumbs up and together. 3, 2, 1. All right, glutes are tired already. All right, next up, we're gonna do glute bridges. One leg up, 2 legs down. I know it's confusing, but we got this. 3, 2, 1. So same thing, tuck that pelvis, lock that core in. We're gonna do one leg up. So I'm straightening my right leg, driving the left heel through the ground, plant the right foot, back down. Then we're extending the left foot, driving through the right heel, planting the left heel, and back down. So it might take a few times through to get the timing down, but we extend one leg, lift up, place that leg down, and then back down. So out, up, plant, down. Out, up, plant, down. So this helps build single leg strength. 3, 2, 1. All right. Last up, we have dead bugs. We're doing 3 seconds out. You can either have the core assist and have those dumbbells, or you can use your arms and do it that way. 3, 2, 1. Whatever feels good for you today, but we're pushing that belly button into the ground, zipping that core up, pulling. We want to zip and pull with the core. That string at the end of the zipper is attached to the foot. And we're bringing that foot in with the core, not with those hips. If you need to take a second and reset so that way you feel it in the core, definitely do that. We don't have to continuously do that. If we need to take a break, take a break. 3, 2, 1. All right, that is round 1. So we are done with that. So we're gonna stand back up. We got 2 more rounds to go. We're starting with our overhead presses, getting ready with those dumbbells. 3, 2, 1. So we're not sticking that butt out. We're bringing butt to belly button, having those heels planted in the ground, elbows slightly out in front, coming down so our elbows are not going down too much lower than those shoulders. We also want to avoid hitting those dumbbells together at the top. So we want to press, straighten those arms out all the way, but not have those weights touch. Great job. Building those nice delts for summertime. 3, 2, 1. All right, next up, we're doing our lateral raises. And so we're gonna hold at the top and we're gonna alternate our hands. 3, 2, 1. So break that glass with the elbows, keeping those hands slightly out in front, and also keeping our hand outside of those legs. So we don't want to come all the way to the center. Keeping that core engaged, driving up. This is definitely where if we do have a lighter set of dumbbells, definitely want to use these for this one because we are doing an isometric hold by holding that arm out. Definitely recruiting lots of muscle fibers. It's definitely a very fatiguing movement. 3, 2, 1. All right, we have Romanian deadlifts next. 3 seconds down, 3 seconds up. Really keeping that core locked in. So bring it down and together. 3, 2, 1. Having that core engaged is going to help us protect our low back. Really important here. If we even pretend like we're breathing through a straw, also helps to move nice and slow. So not only does it recruit muscle fibers, but it really makes sure that we are engaging the proper muscles to come back up. So we want to drive the heels into the ground, activate those glutes, and push the ground away. That's going to prevent us from pulling with the low back. Great job. 3, 2, 1. All right. On the ground, floor presses, holding that glute bridge at the top. So we're having those dumbbells down here. We're bringing them all the way up and back down. That's going to engage that chest. 3, 2, 1. So pressing up. So we're starting with those dumbbells at the ribs, pressing straight above head and right back down. Great job. Keep that core engaged. So bring each side of your core together. So you're going to slightly kind of push your belly out and down, but not like you're extending or inhaling in there. You're pulling it in and together. Great job. 3, 2, 1. All right. Glute bridges, one leg up, 2 legs down. Getting ready for this. 3, 2, 1. So again, core is tight, pelvis is tucked. Extend one leg. So we got extend, up, plant, and down. So one leg is straight, driving the opposite heel into the ground so we feel that glute activate. And then we plant the other foot, and then we're coming back down. So we're going to feel it in both of our glutes on the way down, but only one glute on the way up. So that's how we can kind of build that single leg strength. I find single leg glute bridges and hip thrusts to be very hard. So this is a way to kind of make sure we're engaging the muscle without tiring it out completely. 3, 2, 1. All right. We have dead bugs. And then we got one more round. 3, 2, 1. So we're doing the dead bugs. Again, you can core assist. You cannot core assist. Whatever feels good. We want to exhale as we come back. Keeping that low back on the ground. So push the belly button into the ground. Pulling our core together. Pulling the legs in with the core. So especially after doing 2 things of glute bridges, it is definitely pretty common to have a little bit of a tired core, especially on round 2. We might feel it more on round 3. So definitely reset your position if you need to. 3, 2, 1. All right. We got one more round to go. So we're standing on up, starting with overhead presses. 3, 2, 1. So last round, pushing the weight up, coming back down. So lots of shoulder stuff right off the bat. We're going to do a little bit more arm stuff later in exercises exos. I didn't do a theme for this class today because I just was running out of ideas. So we're doing the same spelling as we did in yesterday's boot camp. So if you didn't know, I am doing the 12 o'clock on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. If you want to join in on any of those ones, all those recordings are also on YouTube. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're going to do our lateral raises next. But you can always find past classes from the full-time staff on the YouTube channel. 3, 2, 1, which is great if you are on vacation or if you're just really wanting to get an outdoor workout. You can always redo those outside. You can also do any live class outside, really. That's the beauty of the virtual program, is you really can do it anywhere, anytime. we have those options. And then later today, we are spelling out heat wave. We did spell that out yesterday. We're not spelling that out tomorrow. So just for Wednesday, Thursday, we have that theme. We got lots of different stuff that we're going to be doing later. Total body, body weight. So definitely join us there. 3, 2, 1. All right. RDLs, 3 seconds down, 3 seconds up. And then if you want to do stability and stretch later as well, so if you want to do a little bit more smaller muscle groups, I will be teaching that at 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's at 4 p.m. Pacific. Stability and stretch is on Thursdays, and then starting next Tuesday, I'll be doing the pillar strength and movement prep class. So a little bit more, a few different workouts there. So if you have any questions about any of our classes, definitely let me know. You can check out a few of them on YouTube and then join live if that works for you. But definitely check those out and let me know if y'all have any questions there. Great job. We're finishing strong with our Romania deadlifts. 3, 2, 1. All right, great job. On the ground, we have floor presses holding that glute bridge, and then our glute bridge 1 up, 2 down, and then dead bugs, and then we're going to cool down. 3, 2, 1. So core tight, pelvis tucked, driving those hips up. Bringing our hands are starting near the ribs, ending above those shoulders. Great job. Keeping everything as tight as we can. I like to go nice and slow, so that way we are really engaging those muscles that I want us to be engaging. So we don't necessarily need to do a tempo, but control the weight up and down. It's really easy. I mean, even I can just do this, and I'm not feeling it where I should be. We really want to make sure we're pushing with our chest muscles here. So we should feel that in the top there. 3, 2, 1. All right, great job. 2 more movements, and then we're going to cool down, and we will be on the ground on our sides for the cool down. So feel free to stay laying down after our dead bugs. 3, 2, 1. So extend one leg, drive through the heel, plant the foot, back down. So coming up, drive, back, and down. We're alternating here. Core is tight. Again, we want to feel it in one glute. So when my left leg gets extended, drive through the right heel. Core is tight, driving up. You can even place your hand over your glutes here to make sure that they are engaged in that position. Keeping that core tight, almost there. Finish strong here, and then we got 1 more movement, and then we'll cool down. 3, 2, 1. All right. We have dead bugs, core assist. Having those dumbbells all the way up overhand. 3, 2, 1. So knees above those hips. Core is engaged. So we're bringing it together. Exhaling as we come back up. Again, if you're not holding dumbbells, you will be moving your arms back and forth. If you do have dumbbells, we are not moving our arms. I want to point that out. I don't think I've ever mentioned that. We should definitely not be doing that. Can put unnecessary stress on our joints, and that's definitely not the position we want our arms to be in at this point in time. Great job. Finish strong. 3, 2, 1. And that is it for today's circuit. So go ahead, if you have your dumbbells in your hands, set those down. And like I said, we're going to be on our side for our cool down. And so we're going to go ahead and do some pretzel. So we'll do a little bit on each side, and then we'll call it a day. So we're going to lay down on whichever side you'd like to start with. We're going to take that top leg. We're going to come up, over and across our body. Knee and ankle stay on the ground. Our bottom arm hand on the top of the knee. And then with the top hand, we're gonna grab onto the bottom foot or ankle. We're gonna inhale to prepare. And we're gonna exhale, opening up that top shoulder towards the ceiling. We're gonna start to relax here. We're gonna do a few deep breaths. So we're gonna breathe in through the nose, into the belly. And exhaling, sighing away our tension. Sinking further into the stretch. This is gonna help us get some rotation, stretching out our back, our hips. We're opening up our chest and we're stretching out the bottom leg quads. We're kind of hitting everything here. We're gonna do one more deep breath. And after the exhale, when we're ready, we're gonna gently release the bottom leg. And then we can go ahead and flip over onto the other side. So switching sides here, but we are gonna do the same checklist. So we're gonna have our top leg is gonna come up, over and across. Top hand on the bottom hand on the top knee. Top hand grabs onto bottom foot or ankle. We're gonna inhale to prepare. And we're gonna exhale, opening up towards the ceiling. You might hear a few cracks or pops in your spine, and that's totally okay, as long as there's no pain associated. Breathing into those tight areas, in through the nose, into the belly. And exhaling, sighing away the tension. Feeling all the tension and stress leave our bodies, leave our minds. Focus on the breath. We're going to do one more big deep breath here. And when we finish that exhale, when we're ready, can gently release that bottom foot. And then feel free, you can stay laying on the ground, or you can return to a seated, kneeling, or standing position. That is going to be all the time I have for this morning's class. So thank y'all for joining me. Like I said, we do have exercise at Exos with me today at 12, and also stretch and or stability and stretch at 4 o'clock today. So join me there. And then tomorrow we got our regular 7 a.m. and 12 p.m. Pacific classes. So let me know if you have any questions. Thank you for joining. Don't forget, we do have our Slack challenge coming up. So if you want to participate there, just let us know. You can find that link on SharePoint or on our Slack channel. And we'll be hosting that starting next Monday. So have a great day. Thank you for coming, and I'll see y'all soon.